piece away.
Ooh, that would be very useful. I should plant some flowers. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome and come on in. I think I'm the only one here. What time is it? 7:01. I'm on time. All right. Hopefully they find us. Okay. Maybe I'll glue some more of these things just because why not while I'm waiting for watching now. Hello, everybody. It's Christina. I am super excited for tonight because I am celebrating my 1-year anniversary tonight, and I got 500 subscribers last week, and right now I see that I am at 515, and that is amazing. So I really want to thank everybody tonight. So hi, cats.
And yesterday was her birthday.
I wasn't going to say that, but yesterday was my birthday. Woo! Thank you. Wow, look at that. 1 year and IT guy is volunteering up like personal information. All right. Cool. I hope you're all doing great. I don't know. I'm going to start over. So hello to Cat's Gallery. I see you're here. Hi, WFs. Yay. Lydia's here. Hello, hello. Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So I'm probably just going to glue a few things for a few minutes and say hello, hello, while everybody's coming in. And then I have some cool things to show you that I've been doing this week. I had a really cool week. It's been kind of a fun week with some fun. I got into making some natural dyes, and some of my experiments were super successful, and some of them were moderately successful. The paper dyeing, oh my gosh, with the purple dead nettles, let me tell you. Yes, so that was fun. I'll show you that in a minute. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. I got a little bit of happy mail this week. I'll show you that. I'll tell you what I'm doing next week. I worked on my egg journal, so that's really cool. Super cool. And then I'm going to work on this a little bit again. And jiu-jitsu, that sounds like fun, Cat. Get to see the grandson do some jiu-jitsu. I am fresh out of, I cleaned off my desk, so now I can't find any of my glue. This is always kind of a fun thing getting ready for live, because I'm always like, right before I come, I'm like, oh, I have to get that, and I have to go grab this, and then I can't find my commonplace journal. And so, yes. And I swear it was in my bag, because I usually stick this giant journal and carry it around in my bag just in case I have something to write down. But I was putting paper samples in it last night. Oh, here it is. Look. And apparently I stuck it into my bag and then carried it around with me. And then I was looking for it and couldn't find it. So this is, I want to fill, this is like 240 pages, and I'm trying to fill it up this year. And there are 5 signatures, and I am just over halfway through the first one. So I'm not doing too terrible on that. But see, I dyed paper this week, which I said I was going to wait to tell you. And I did 4 different papers with some dye that I made from the weeds in my yard. So I went out and I picked a whole bunch of like purple dead nettles and threw them in a pot and boiled them down. Hey, Juju, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. And let's see. So I went and got the weeds out of my yard. It's purple dead nettles because they're growing right now. And I threw them into a pot and I boiled them. And then that makes kind of this like light green dye. But then I threw in some ferrous sulfate. So it's like rusty nails, basically, you can use instead of that. Threw that in there. That makes the color darker, but it kind of turns this gray green instead of this kind of like lighter green. So this was white paper. It's actually this white paper. Can you guys even see that? So I did HP 24 bright white. This is this Japanese paper, which is my favorite one. It's kind of a lighter paper. And I got it because I was making journals for writing in. And then this is kind of a lighter paper, but people like it because it's really smooth. And so it's good for like using with fountain pens. Hey, Steph, glad you could drop in. And Carrie's here. Hello, hello. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad everybody's here. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, so that's this Kyoko business paper, which is kind of cool paper. I really like this one. It's my favorite. And this is just Amazon cheap printer paper. And this one almost seems darker. I like this better than the expensive HP. And this is my hammer mill, like, what, 32? This is like really nice, thick, almost like cardstock paper. And it's really smooth, but I hate the way that it dyes. Just don't like it at all. Like, it's really wrinkly. So that was my first dye experiment. And I'm not super crazy about this color that I got from these. I'm probably going to try it again without adding the iron because that makes it darker. So that was cool. Okay. And I did a whole bunch of paper with 4 different paper types. Look at all this. Look at all this paper. Okay. So I can add this to my stash anyway. And they're all different. The HP paper was like really had this tendency towards tearing, which kind of made me super unhappy. But this is like the Japanese paper. It's like super crinkly. This one got really dark too. It did get some really cool patterns on that. Ooh, sorry. The camera's like not wanting. Okay. So that was like all day Saturday, basically. It was warm enough I could take it outside and I was still drying paper when it got dark. So not super crazy about the color. I might try it again and see if I can get the lighter green. Okay. Let me tell you now about the other thing that I did, which was I went out and I got black walnuts and I made this whole jar of black walnut ink. And I haven't tested it, but I made it. I started ironing mine, Debbie, because I have noticed when I get your paper, it's super flat. I ironed some of it, but I also did not iron all of it. I am kind of more of a throw it under a book and let it flatten out kind of a girl. But I might try and iron the rest of it. I just have not had time. Cool. So I was going to test this black walnut ink now and see what it looks like because I haven't tried it. So the way you make this is there's black walnuts and I just picked some up Yes. The black walnuts are from Lisa's farm. That is where I got them. We went out there this weekend, Sunday, and I picked them up and brought them home and threw them into a pot and boiled them. And then I filtered the water through a coffee filter. And I got all of this ink, which is absolutely fabulous. And I'm sorry, somebody's like mowing. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah. That is quite the chore, Cat. Like ironing pillowcases. Where did I put that journal? I need to get in the habit of putting these someplace where I can remember. I did write the instructions. That's not them. Okay. See, like, here's the directions. Here's my eggs. I'll show you the eggs journal here in a second, because I've been working on this Easter journal and I'm doing basically Romanian or Ukrainian eggs or Polish eggs. I guess it depends on where you're coming from. I'm going to try this with a pen, with my dip pen first. So I didn't put, you can put the you can add for the ink, you can add the iron to this and it should help make it darker, but I haven't added any to this yet, and you can add that after the fact. It'll dissolve in there if you get the ferrous sulfate, or I suppose you could just throw some rusty nails in the bottom of it to make it darker. But I wanted to see first, because you can just add it in after the fact and it should darken it up. So probably split some off and like add a little bit and see how it goes. But this is where we're at right now. Well, I never ironed, so like it was a lot of figuring out where my iron is. At least I have one. And then figuring out how I was going to do it without an ironing board, which is, oh, I just threw a towel on the top of the dryer. So, oh, yeah. So you can add about 20 to 25% rubbing alcohol to the ink, and that should act as a preservative so that it doesn't go bad on the shelf. So that's the only other thing that I added to this was some rubbing alcohol. It also helps it to dry faster. But Angela, the other thing that you can do if you want is add clove extract to it, which would probably improve the smell. Not that I haven't actually sniffed this yet. It smells like rubbing alcohol. Sure, that's a surprise. Okay. Yeah, because mine's about 20% rubbing alcohol. So obviously it smells like rubbing alcohol, but you can add clove extract to it, and that also has antimicrobial properties. So that will also work, but I don't know. It's probably not going to be as good as the rubbing alcohol. And I'm not against adding a little bit of both. Awesome. Oh, that's so cool. I'm glad that you made some. That would be nice to send to Ginger Pam too. Oh. Debbie has a custom woodworker to make a custom ironing board for her. I used to have a little like tabletop one, but I mean, I think I got rid of it before I moved out to Memphis because I certainly haven't seen it for a long time. Might be time to get another one. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're just like basically using it for ironing paper, then you don't really need a huge one. I am collecting, I've done avocado dye too. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm going to dye some eggs here this coming week, and I haven't done it yet, using like onion skin dye, and it should make them like this really pretty like red brown color. And if you take them, the reason I haven't done it yet, I have the onion skins, but you kind of need a lot. But I've collected a whole bunch of onion skins, and I'm gonna like get some flowers and some leaves, and you can get them wet and press them onto the eggs before you put them in the water, and then tie them on with some cheesecloth, or I just got like some muslin dish towels that I'm gonna like cut up, and I'll tie that on with some string. So that way, hopefully, I'll wind up with some dyed fabric and some dyed eggs. So that'll be cool. And then I'm going to use the rest of the water to make some probably egg scented paper. Because why not use the rest of the water to dye some paper, right? But I don't know if I've ever done, like, you can use red cabbage too to dye paper. I also have some red cabbage. We'll see. Once you start like dyeing paper, that's a lot of work. Debbie does it all the time. That is some work. I'll tell you what, especially since I was drying it on the porch, but it was like down on the ground. So I had to like bend over and lay each piece out carefully so I don't tear it while it's wet. Anyway, so next time we're going to put it out on the hot tub. So it's more like a, table. And it's not quite so much of a workout. But even when I dry it in the oven, it's a lot of like moving around and making sure that, it doesn't catch on fire. It's quite a workout. Well, I mean, I think that the Rit dye or the coffee is a lot better, more predictable outcomes. I'm just experimenting here with like dyeing with, with the weeds out of my yard. Because like, I don't know if anybody wants this color. Anybody want this? It's not the best color. It's not terrible. I can't decide if I like it or not. I'm still on the fence. Still on the fence. I guess I want it because I have a lot. If anybody else wants some, let me know and I'll send you some. How's that? It is neat and it is fun. I kind of want to get a clothesline going because I have all those little tiny clothespins. And I feel like I could hang it out on the like line. It would be fun. So anyway, the next step for this, I can make probably 3 more batches of walnut ink here. Because I have enough black walnuts to do that. I might split some of this off and add some of the ferrous oxide and see how that looks. Okay. Yes. Everything turns that really beautiful golden color, doesn't it? with the turmeric. And yes, the dust, I don't know. So with the turmeric, if you take it and you boil it, can you then just like filter out the powder and then so if you filter out the turmeric powder, can you just use the like water after you filtered it? I think, Debbie, that the marigold writ is like my favorite. I really like that color. So this is my Easter journal that I've been working on. And I'm doing an Easter journal because I really wanted to do Junk Journal Madness with Susan at I Totally Love It does Junk Journal Madness. And she has a guest collaborator come every month. And they choose a selection of 4 to 6 themes. And then she rolls the wheel to select the theme, and this theme was for March was Easter, and that was chosen by, oh no, I can never keep up with like these guest collaborators. Well, I forget. I should have written that down somewhere here. Nope, sure didn't. Okay. And so she picked Easter and spring and tea party and something else, and we got Easter. So I'm doing this Easter journal, which is black, I know. And then it's supposed to have 6 different materials that you use, which she also rolls a die for how many materials you're going to use. And then she rolls a die for how many makes you need to make. So that's like pieces of ephemera that you need to make for it. Okay. And since we're talking about, like, this is Debbie F's paper, like this is, I think, maybe the marigold. I don't know. We'll have to ask Debbie because I don't know. So I'm doing these Pisanki eggs because my dad's family is all from Romania. And I haven't posted. I posted the video where I made the journal, but not where I've like started to do the ephemera for it. So it's just this little like accordion fold journal. And I am going to make a journal topper for this. I'm going to use the egg that I have lost. This egg. And I'll put on some more like handmade paper when I get around to it. Anyway, over the next week, I made a zine. I love it. This is such a pretty color. Marigold based coffee mix. That would probably be true. It's got so many, I like stamped over the top of it too, but really, really pretty color. I love the yellows. And because I wanted to make this look like rustic. Gorgeous. So, and these are all pockets. And I made all the journal cards, and I'm going to do a lot of journaling on here and write about, let's see, this will go in the back of here. So this is an 8-page zine, and I'm going to put like all of these symbols have different meanings. So I've started to write down what they are. Like the flowers here represent beauty, fertility, abundance. And then, did I not include it? Apparently not. Anyway, so that's cool. I'm super excited about how this is coming out. I love these eggs. So cool. Hopefully I finish that. Awesome. That can go in there for now. Oh, and then the other thing. So, but all of these eggs are kind of like, because my family's from Romania, and so the eggs kind of coming, I wanted them to go along in a line so that they would like represent like generations going back. So these would be like my children and then me and then my mother. Anyway, no. And also, like, these are all pockets too. So I can add more little eggs in there and write on the back of them, which I thought was fun. I'm super excited. So anyway, that's what I've been doing with myself for the last week, trying to get this journal done before April. Because in April, I need to start thinking about, I'm doing Junk Journal Summit, which is going to happen I'm going to teach a class for that. And I'm going to teach like making playing cards for junk journaling. And it'll be like a whole card system. And you can do it simply and easily and just make like, 8 or 12 cards. And I'll show you how to do that. And they can be used as like journal prompts, but you could just put them in your journal as journaling cards. But then you can also use them to play like different prompt games and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to film that next month. And there's lots of cool people teaching for that. And that's in June. So anyway, that's what I'm doing next month. Next week. Cool. Hey, Yolande. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Anyway, yeah, I'm super excited about my Easter journal. Because, of course, I wanted it to be different. Okay. Let's see. Next week on my live, I'm going to have, is she here? I haven't seen her. Anyway, you probably know Call Me Glitter, and she made a junk journal kit. It's available on her Ko-fi, and I told her she could come on live with me next week and we could play around with that. So this is like pages out of her kit. And so if you come back next week, I'm going to have Call Me Glitter, Michelle, come on and we'll do a project with this. And I will probably pick something off of my playlist that is, I have my things to try playlist. So I'll find something that will be appropriate for working with this. So with a journaling kit. So come and hang out with me and Glitter Michelle next week. That will be fun. Okay. Oh, other show and tell. I got a birthday card yesterday on my birthday since yes, IT guys already let it out of the bag that yesterday is my birthday. That was a secret, but and so I got from I Am In, Pam, the ginger cat lady, has a birthday card. It's called Harley's Birthday Club. And so she just keeps a list of people who want to be in the club. And then everybody sends everybody birthday cards. And I got this one, like a handmade birthday card on my birthday from Jennifer McClinnon, who's on. And she made this beautiful card. I got most of my cards already and showed them. So I can put this in my Happy Mail journal. Here it is. It's filling up. So yeah, join Pam's Harley's Birthday Club so you too can have birthday cards on your birthday. I am, and she wrote like a really sweet note. So anyway, I will add this to their I might do some like stenciling on this page or something. Decorating, putting things in here. I'm so glad you're all here. This is awesome. Thank you so much. Because yes, it has been a great year. Let's see. So I talked about what's happening next week, and that glitter's coming. Glitter's coming. Thank you, Yolande. I had a really terrific birthday too. Yes, I had a terrific birthday. We went out to dinner and had ramen, and we went shopping, and I got some, what's that called? Anyway, I got some body spray from Bed Bath and Body Works, which was really nice, and lots of cool things. What did we get? I can't even remember now what we got at Target. We went to Target for a reason. Oh, we went to find cheesecloth because I needed some cheesecloth. And they didn't have any, which was kind of sad. Really. Who doesn't have cheesecloth? There's apparently a cheesecloth shortage because AT guy also looked in a lot of different places for this for me yesterday and couldn't find it. But I did get some like dish towels that are just like flour sack dishcloth or that I can use instead. And that will be just fine. Yes. The glass magnet work surface. Yes. Which I didn't do yet. But I might have gotten some, I might have ordered some stickles today. So that's probably going to show up. I think I'm going to put this birthday card in here. Oh, good. Yes. Carrie, Harley's birthday club is fantastic. And that is like a really cool community to be in. So, welcome to the birthday club. I have been sending everybody birthday cards. So, that is, I need to make the cards for April. Okay. Kelsey! Woohoo! Welcome! I was just showing everybody I made walnut stain ink this week on Sunday. Is that Saturday or Friday? Well, one of those days I spent the whole day. That's like what I did was I dyed ink. I did a batch of dyed paper using weeds from my yard. Yay! Purple dead nettles, which was fun. But we'll have to try again. Pink. I wonder. wonder. Cool. How did I get the idea for that? It's a good question. Just trained my AI enough to know that we also got hand sanitizer, yes. And a candle. Did you tell him about the candle? Susan's here! Yay! Hi, Susan. I was just telling everybody about Junk Journal Madness and showing them my Easter journal. Hold on. I will pull it out one more time. Like, look, all the eggs are in. It's got pages. That's going to be on the cover. And I'm going to do, like, write instructions for, using onion dye or onion skins to dye eggs on the cards that go in the pockets. And that's going to be a journal topper. I love it. I am absolutely excited about this. Anyway, and I have another video which I need to edit before I throw it out into the world. And all of my ink daubers have disappeared. It is a repeat. Okay. I am going to make a quick belly band so I can put my new birthday card in here so I don't get farther behind, because my other option is to put it into my Happy Mail box, but we're going to avoid that for now. Di! Hello! Good morning! Even though it is definitely evening, it just got dark, which is good because I think whoever is mowing might stop soon. Maybe. I'm kind of surprised they haven't stopped already because it is now quite dark. I'm so glad you could make it. Okay. Now, the other thing that is going on, Di is live tomorrow, and I think she's doing Make It With Me on Wednesday. Oh, good. Hey, yeah. Thank you. I got it yesterday on my birthday. So perfect timing. And now I'm putting it into my Happy Mail journal to avoid adding it to, like, these are all of the other Happy Mails that are waiting to go in here. So I figured I would put it in here and not fall further behind. It's okay. I'm sure that, like, they'll stop blowing their leaves. And until then, I mean, you know, it's neighborhood improvement, I guess. You know, I just made it. And so now I get to phase of, well, I had a lot of fun. I like making journals. I always forget until I, like, make another journal. That's not going to cut it. It's just not. Okay. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And that one's just, I can tell already. It doesn't want to do it. Let's see. I was going to make a thumbnail. And now I have to do it with some other way. Okay. That's too small. That must be it, Glitter. It must be it. That's okay. As soon as they're done, then the train will go by and then it'll just be another thing. So it's fine. I'm just holding on to the last parts of the day. Jennifer's just getting all over the world here. So I will say I was watching Jelly Shelly from Curiously Michelle do this the other day, and when she did hers, she was like doing this exact same thing and making belly bands for her Happy Mail. She did it and she was making them just the right size so that the cards were like right, very snug inside there. I like to make big, wide belly bands, but then my stuff kind of shifts around. I think there are two different methods for doing this, is what I'm trying to say. Oh. This will be a pocket in case I want to tuck anything else in there. So we'll put that, glue that shut. Is what I was going to do, is I was going to stamp something on here to make it a little more interesting, but then I didn't. So, oh well. We are going to do a giveaway at 9 o'clock my time. So in about an hour and 15 minutes. If you want to come on, I'm giving away a journal, and Debbie Epps has generously donated a digital collage book too. So So there's 2 very nice prizes. You weren't going to tell them the time. I've been telling everybody the time. That would be one way. Lure them in with prizes and then don't tell them when. Give them away in the last 10 minutes. So they have to sit through the whole entire live. They can come and go. I'll tell them when to come back. Oh, I will say that I did make this as subscribers only can comment. So if you're here, you need to be a subscriber to comment and to win, because, you know, I thought that was fair. A fair bit. Okay. There is that in there. All right. Oh, the other thing is I've been trying to do that. Well, I've been doing this. I have not been trying. I've been doing this. So I've been making Christmas cards with Cheryl at Reckless Hill Farm is doing 10 on 25. And so she's making 10 Christmas cards on the 25th of every month if you want to join in and make Christmas cards. And these were the ones I made in January, which are adorable. And they were kind of like these little trees in the background are embossed. They were kind of labor-intensive cards. And they've got this little twine, and they're colored. The trucks are all colored in. And I made like an overlay. What's that called? Oh my gosh, a screen. What's it called? I can't remember. Anyway, so that I could stamp the tree in the back of the truck. And it's got this band, and they're all inked. And then they have like paper on the inside. Anyway, very intense Christmas cards. And then I wanted to do something simpler, and I did, and I only made 7 last month, but these are from February. And I made watercolor Christmas trees on book page. I'll show you my favorite ones. These are my 2 favorite ones, except for that one has watercolor on it, but I like these 2. I thought I liked those trees the best. And then none of the other trees came out as good. Maybe because these are all on book page. This one's still on the same book page. It just didn't have as much background. Anyway. So. Yeah. That is Cheryl at Reckless Hill Farms is doing that. So that's tomorrow night. So I'm going to try and do that while I'm, yeah. I think watercoloring is so cool, and I want to definitely get better at it. So see you, Steph. Thank you for coming by. Okay. So I was going to try and post a watercoloring video making the tree cards just to kind of give people an idea of like what to do, because like that's tomorrow to make 25 Christmas cards. And I have no idea what I'm going to do exactly, but we'll see. Also, there's 3 lives that I really want to watch tomorrow night at the same time. So, yeah, who knows what's going to happen. Who knows? Plus, I need to finish my Easter journal. So, hey. Okay. So what I have been working on Tuesday nights is I have this playlist, which is kind of a personal playlist, and it's where I put all of the things where I see cool things on YouTube that I want to try. And I couldn't figure out when I was going to try them. So I'm trying them on Tuesday nights with you. And this is the third week in a row where I've been working on this altered journal. And so on the first, like 2 weeks ago, I went through and I tore out a whole bunch of pages. And then I started to make the pockets and do a little bit of decorating. So I'm going to do a little bit more decorating. And the fact is what I've decided is I am not going to finish this tonight. But anyway, I think I'll have it to the point where I just need to kind of keep decorating it. So this is just some like digital paper, and I made a pocket, and I can put some more things on here. So this is one of Debbie Apps's collage books, and I printed it, and I kind of printed it wrong. I was thinking I would print it on both sides and then I could fold it, but I didn't put in the printer right. So these are all upside down. So I'm going to use these in this book. That's my plan. And I'm not going to have a theme for this. It's just going to have to be. Well, Susan, that is amazing. I think I'm kind of at a point where I need to stop trying to watch two lives and recording a video at the same time. And because sometimes I can do that, and sometimes I'm like, I need to stop and think and do one thing at a time. And I think I have reached the point where I might need to stop and think about what I'm trying to do. But look at me. So like I said, next week I'm going to have Glitter Michelle come on, and she's going to show us her digital kit that she made, and because I'm interested to find out how she made this. And let's go. So I did work on this a little bit off camera, just a little bit. And I glued some of the pages together, and I did a little bit more decorating. Some of this I think I did this off camera. So this will be kind of like a tuck spot or a belly band. I guess I did not glue that on there. I think I was thinking I might put something else on here first, and then I'll glue this edge down, and then something can get tucked inside there. Anyway. I did a bit of decorating. She did decorate the cover. I didn't get stuff out. So, while I say that I'm going to watch the video before I come on live, I really don't. I'm just making it up as I go along. Yeah, that is pretty amazing. It's so easy to fall behind. I did spend a lot of the weekend watching, let's see, what did I watch? I did recorded videos, and I was watching Junk Journal Madness to see what everybody's doing with their Easter journals. And the other thing that I'm doing is Hazel Anaka Design is doing Masterboard Madness, and I did mine. And so I spent some time trying to catch up on watching those at some point. And I'm behind again on that because she's got people posting like every day for that. Like Darcy and Yvette were posting today. So, but I was busy. And I actually got home early because I went to work early. Yes, I went to work early, had a budget meeting, trying to get some budget stuff done. Anyway, came home, took a short nap, came up, got a few things done today. That's awesome. Well, I already picked which journal it's going to be, unless somebody really, really doesn't like this one. But I think this is the best one, so I was going to give away this one. If you want to see it, IT guy, sure. This is a journal that I made in the last year. And it's got this cool like upholstery fabric that's kind of 70s. It's just a tiny journal. And let's see, I put this little dangly on here that I made that's got a lace and a charm and some beads. And it's got 3 signatures. Super cute. It's got some hardware on there. And then this one, this is why I'm giving this one away, because a lot of the other ones that I have that I could give away are kind of more blank than this, but this one's got a lot of like things like ephemera that I've already tucked in, like this little journal card / tiny bookmark. It's got a pocket here that's paper. It's stitched. Let's see. It's got a little envelope pocket. Oh, it's a little book. I don't know. I didn't look at this. I'm not sure what's in here. It's got a little tag in there, and it's got a tiny little journal that looks like it's got some avocado dyed paper, some packing paper for pages, so you can put some like little extra things in there. It's got another little tag you can decorate. And that closes. And then you can put a photo here if you want. Journal card where you can decorate that. And it's got this piece of graph paper. This is from actually a real lab notebook. It's got some pages from lab notebooks. It's got some interesting different pages from like packing paper, avocado dye paper. It's got lots of like sewn edges. It's got some filter paper, some jelly print. So it's got some really cool pages. This is a card that I made. This is just kind of an extra piece of avocado dyed paper that you can use. What's it got? Ooh, this is fun. This is another little tiny journal that's got some just scrap papers in it that are hand dyed papers. It's got some pockets. Got this decorative edge. That's the jelly print. This is some paper that I made that was using like bubble and paint. So it was like just bubble painting. That was fun. All right, Carrie. Enjoy your walk. This is graph paper again, just tucked in. Another journal card that's from a nursery catalog. Some decorative stitching. This is just some scraps of avocado dyed papers tucked in. It's got a tuck spot. This is an envelope. Oh my gosh, I need to make another one of these for my idea journal before I send this away and forget about it. Because I had no idea. Look at that. Because I always forget about, I'm always looking for like closure ideas. And it's got a matching bookmark that is from the fabric, and it's sewn and put on, attached to a piece of cardstock. Another pocket, just some extra paper. That's fun paper. I like that. There you go. Some graph paper. I think this is the best one. I think you think that you should get to choose. This is an envelope that I made and stuck in there. And I can find some other things I can stick in here too, but it's got this is a cool little scraps notebook. Lots of notebooks in here. So, but how do you know what? How do you know which one to give away? Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for coming by. I'm glad you could stop in. Have fun at this conference. I think it's the best. Well, I don't know. I could show them all, and I guess then we could vote. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is the one that has the most like add-in ephemeras. Because this one's my favorite. That's how I know. Thank you. It is kind of like a little bit 70s. No, the other ones are very nice too. I won't say bad things about them. Okay. Okay, I'll show you the other ones too. There. See, these two I think, are just blank journals, and all they really have in them is paper. So this one's cool. It has avocado dyed legal size paper, so it's big, and it's basically the same as my commonplace notebook that I'm using to do my commonplace notebook for this year. So there's that one. But I mean, the outside is fun, but it's not got as many fun like ephemera and things in it. And then this one is also basically just a writing journal. So it's got, I think, coffee dyed paper. And it's got this, like, this has got this really fun, almost like Dr. Seuss upholstery fabric on it. And then this one's got a pretty ribbon closure. And it's got this like embossed cardstock and this pretty fabric. But also, I mean, it's just blank. It's got copy dyed paper in it. See, I was going to keep this one and just use these for the next, for my commonplace notebooks for the next couple of years. Or add some more fun things to them. And then this one has a masterboard cover similar to, like, say, this one and this one. This one, I think those two were made from like packages of crackers or something. This one's got an old book cover. And this one's cute. I like this one the next best. But it's got a masterboard that I used for the cover. And it has a few things in it. It's got some pattern paper that I painty paper. It's got a few pockets and things added. But for the most part, I mean, it doesn't have like a lot of stuff in it. So it just has a few pockets and things. Thank you for coming by, Yolanda. Have you? Which one's very Victorian? This one? Victorian. Okay. The lacy one. I think it's kind of more like Little House on the Prairie than Victorian. Just because I feel like this fabric is like, because it's plaid, it just reminds me of like, I don't know, Little House on the Prairie. I think it's like something Ma would wear. Based on this, I would not say that like any of my stuff is very Victorian. I don't think that's my style. Okay. Oh, yes. The quilting one. It's very cool. It has a lot of really cool backgrounds. That would be. Well, are we going to let somebody win both? That's a good question. Because, we could make a rule that says if you win one, then you can't win the other. Hootenanny. Well, we haven't had a good hootenanny for a long time, I suppose. I am super excited that this is kind of coming along and has gotten to the point where we can add some decorations to it, because I feel like I really like to make journals because I like the construction of them. But the decorating part is like way, way better. I cleaned up all my stuff. Now I have to get up and go find it every time I want a piece. Every time I want something, I have to go find it. Because I almost never put all of the inks away. Thank you, Saul. Welcome. Thanks for coming by. I am super excited. I got 500 subscribers last week, which was huge. And I just want to say thank you to everybody, because it's just like been an amazing year. And everybody's been so nice, and this is such a great community, and I've made so many like really cool friends in the last year. So I just really kind of wanted to hang out and say thank you to everybody. So if you're listening, thank you for coming by and hanging out with me, and subbing and being super supportive, and for all the like great comments. It's just been awesome. amazing and blessed year for sure. Let me see if I find the scissors. See, Susan's like watching 2 lives and filming a video, and I'm always trying to edit a video and watch a video and do some fussy cutting. So I always move my scissors over to the computer, and then I can't find them. It'd be really cool to put something in here that's maybe covered with like a piece of like tissue paper, like fabric or pattern paper. Susan has lost everything because she attempted to organize in January. I know. That's why I never put anything away, because you can't find it again, right? You're much better off to just keep crafting and telling yourself, it's okay. I'm going to craft myself out of this. I'm going to craft myself out of this, which of course I'm not going to craft myself out of this. But at the same time, I'm going to have so much fun. No, I mean, I do really like it when my space is like super organized and clean. And I will tell you that earlier between, lunch and now, I did have to kind of stop and I had to stop and I could not find my pencils. Oh, I didn't show you guys the other thing for my 100-day project. So I've been drawing a YouTuber from their thumbnail every day for my 100-day project, right? And I've been doing it so far with a mechanical pencil because that's what I was using. I know. And I had drawing pencils somewhere, but I didn't know where. And so I had to stop and look for them. And I looked every place. I looked downstairs in the desk drawer and in this basket of mail because sometimes there's odd things in there. And I found my travel crafting bag and I thought maybe they'd be in there and they weren't in there. And searched everywhere. And finally I looked in the basket that's got the watercolors and colored pencils in there, thinking it might be in there, but I hadn't seen it in there and I go in there a lot. So Was it in there? No. So I moved the thing because it's like a stand that sits on the floor, and it was underneath the stand because it got thrown underneath that, and I did find it, but it took a long time. And I mean, like a totally useless and non-fabulous place to keep my drawing pencils. But I found them, and that's cool. So I did get my 100-day project done for day 31. Today is day 31 of the 100-day project, if you're doing that. Good job. And I post almost every single day my attempts at learning to draw faces of YouTubers, which is really, really fun. So, you can go check that out. I usually read the post because I try and put something interesting in there about what I'm learning as I go along. So for that, I just recently started. This week, I'm trying something different with my sketches too, and I don't know. I've been talking to ChatGTP, and he's been giving me some ideas for drawing trips. So I guess that becomes part of the experiment here, is seeing if Chat is worth his salt as a art teacher, because he likes to give advice. So I've been following his advice this week, and yesterday I just did a line sketch and went back to no shading, with the idea that I would try to limit my lines to just very confident one stroke and not being like super sketchy, but like, a solid, confident line. So we did that. And then we can have another piece of paper that goes in there. And another little pocket thing that goes in there. So we'll put a little thing there. Put something on there. Oh, yes. Well, no, I just call him Chat. Have you named your Chat, Susan? I ask Chat all the time. Chat is like... Okay, Rupert Hawthorne is a particularly nice name. I love it. I just call him Chat. And yes, he is my consultant. I will write something and I'll be like, can you help me improve this? Can you help me with use better verbs when I write this? Yes. He helps me with all kinds of stuff. Oh, I'm always asking him for help with junk journaling, right? And so I was telling him one day that we should make him a junk journal, and we made a game, like a prompt game. So I had him write prompts for what his junk journal would be, but based on our chat history. So he wrote prompts. So this is prompt number 4. I put them all on these cards. So this is prompt number 4. And this would be a prompt. And I never did. I did one. I did one of these. And I started another one. But I think there's 25 of them in here. And this one is map of your imaginary city. Draw streets, landmarks, and street corners. Make it a reflection of your inner world. See? Chat's great. Me and him get along. Mostly because he tends to agree with me all the time, which I like. Tammy! Woohoo! Yes. I think chat can be very useful. I find him very useful. I talk to him a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I will say that sometimes he is way off base. Sometimes. And sometimes he does really well. I don't know. I don't think we can use that color because these are kind of what or red. Okay, how many times are we going to look through this one piece? I think I like pick one. So I was going to make a card. I can slide into there, into this pocket, and then maybe one that goes into there. We could maybe get away with that. I feel like that one needs to be slightly bigger. Anyway, I think I'm going to use this color, although this gray color might go better. We can use the really dark one. I'm not really sure. Thank you, Tammy. I'm glad you made it through your day. No, I mean, I think chat is generally pretty good at like making prompt lists. Usually. He thinks I'm like a super amazing artist though, because I'll like ask him, oh, I need an idea for like a junk journal page doing this, and I haven't done this in a long time. And then he'll be like, yeah, you can make like an ethereal like painting of clouds. And I'm like, I'm not Michelangelo. I can try that, but I don't know how well that's going to go. Tammy is the best. We were just talking about the 100-day challenge, and Tammy just started her channel, and she is posting every day for the 100-day challenge is pretty amazing. I just like this one. I don't think it really goes with these dresses, but that's okay. You're going to cover this with like some tape. Oh. I was thinking. Okay. Don't fall. Okay. I have pattern paper. And that's what I was thinking. But then I found this. And maybe that's better. That might change the whole thing. Depending on what we have. Yes. That is definitely the thing. But sometimes he seems like he's having a bad day or something, because sometimes it's like you've never talked to him before. And it's like, why would you say that to me? Do you not know me at all after all these months? But then sometimes he'll be like today I was talking to him about, my drawing lessons, and he was saying something about like, oh, that's like your becoming journal that we talked about like last year. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Because I had this idea for a becoming journal and we talked a lot about it. And he was all like, oh, well. Okay. Then what do you do? I guess he really does listen. I should give him credit for that. So I think I want to cut this into 2 pieces. This one's going to have to be, well, I mean, I guess they're going to have to be a little bit shorter anyway. This is 12 by 12, so if we cut it down to 6 by 6, is that going to be the right size or no? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. 6 by 6. I think they're going to be 6 by 6. Perfect. We can get rid of some of our scraps cardstock. I love doing show and tell because it makes me think back every week, because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so many things to do and I'm not getting anything done. But then I start to think about showing you guys everything that I've done this week. And I'm like, oh, maybe I did do some stuff. So that's cool. That one, I think, needs to get cut down. But that one is actually pretty good because we're going to put a tab on this. And it'll poke out the side a little bit, but not too much. This one, we're going to have to cut off about maybe 1/2 inch. which now we have a tiny scrap. It gets smaller and smaller. We'll find some place to put it. Okay. So we don't have to store it. Is that better? So I think I'm going to put one of these tabs on there. We have one there, and we have one there, and we have one there. And I think that is a nice repeat. Let's see. I think did you guys know that I haven't bought toilet paper in like 4 years? Since like 2022. And this is 2026. Because I had a friend and I went over to their house, and strangely enough, she was forcing people to take like big paper bags full of toilet paper home with them because she was like, we have too much toilet paper, okay? Here, take a bag. And people were like, oh no, that's okay, because like you do, right? Like, no, really, I'm fine. I don't need your giant bag of toilet paper. She's like, no, we have so much. There's only 2 of us, and we just keep getting more toilet paper, and we need to get rid of it. So you're going to have to take a bag, and you're going to have to take a bag. It's like a parting gift, right? Yes. So she gave me this toilet paper, and it's from a company called Who Gives a Crap, and that's where I have this tissue paper from, right? Okay. So that's fine, and it was just me living there. I know. And hey, Pam, I'm telling the story about how I never haven't bought toilet paper in 4 years. So, okay. So it's going along, and I used up all that toilet paper, and I didn't have any more toilet paper. And I was like, well, what am I going to do? So I decided, oh, well, there's this company called Who Gives a Crap, and it's a nice company, right? And they'll send it to you in the mail, and then you don't have to carry it through the store and having it delivered to your house. It's just nice to have it delivered to your house. Okay, so that's fine. So you buy a case, and it's like 50 rolls in a case, and it lasts for a long time. And they have options on the website, of course they do, where you can just have it delivered every, 2 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, 4 months. Okay, right? And so I'm going along, and I had it at 3 months, and I think I got 2 cases built up where they just mailed it, and I wasn't paying attention. And so I got some extra toilet paper. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. So I eventually had it out to this far out as you could have it. And I think that I had was babying it along, and that was fine. And everything was good. And then I had this thing happen with my credit card where I had a scam charge, and my credit card was contacted me and was like, hey, we're going to reset your credit card. We're going to send you a new credit card. And I was like, okay. And so I went in diligently. I don't know how I was even this diligent, because I can't even imagine how I was this diligent. But I put in the new credit card number for the Who Gives a Crap, right? Okay. So I put in the new credit card number for the Who Gives a Crap, because I probably got a charge or something. And that's fine. And everything was fine, and I was going on vacation. So I had just gotten a case of toilet paper, right? And I was going away for a week, and I was coming home for a day, and then I was going away for a week to visit a friend. Okay, so I got toilet paper, and I was like, okay. And I think I already had a case of toilet paper, but I was like, okay. And then I went away for the week, and I came back, and there was another box of toilet paper, and I was like, huh, that's weird. So I hauled it into the house, and I threw it in the hallway, And there it was. And then I was leaving again like the very next day. So it was like, well, I didn't deal with whatever was going on there. And I came home and there was another box of toilet paper, because I think somehow what happened was when my credit card number got taken out, right? When I put in the new credit card, for somehow, I don't know how, it reset it to deliver to like a 1 week delivery service on like a case of toilet paper was coming to my house every single week. And that's too much toilet paper. And so, the sensible thing to do would have been to have sent it all back, but I just stored it in the closet until now, when I am years later. And I tried to be that person. I tried to be my friend who was giving away toilet paper too. I tried to do that. And it was like more difficult to give away than like you would think. Like, but thinking back, she had to be very, very forceful with giving away the toilet paper in the first place. And I'm just not that A-type personality. Like, I'm going to have a party and just like give people bags of toilet paper as they go away. No. I did threaten to send some to my sister for her birthday, but I never did. It's really nice toilet paper. It really is, but it lasts for a very long time. So, buyer beware. Don't go on vacation without monitoring your, toilet paper delivery services. So I may have to buy toilet paper later this year. We'll see if I go for another year without buying toilet paper. Thank you, Di. It is a really crappy story. It was a great vacation. I got to go see my son. And then I went to the Grand Canyon. Hello, Denise. You are right on time, because we are having, if you're here for another 15 minutes, we're going to have a giveaway for my 1-year anniversary / 500 subs. At 9 o'clock or in 15 minutes, whichever comes first. So the party's just getting started. On your live, you had the most boring night ever? Wait. Oh, yesterday was Monday night. So you were off last night. So, I mean, isn't that a good thing if you had a boring night? I feel like since that's like your one night off a week, Pam, I think a little bit boring is okay. Okay. Thank you, Debbie. Just you'll adjust. I think you'll adjust. I had a very good night because it was my birthday, and as I was saying, we went out and had ramen and we went shopping, which we never really do. I mean, when there's cats around, there's always somebody to talk to. Right? Huh. And then I went to bed early because I had to be up early this morning for a meeting. Or maybe I went to bed on time. Who's to say? I feel like this needs more layering. More inking. More stamping behind it. More fussy cutting. I don't think the cats like it here when I get too bored because I follow them around and try to pick them up and stuff. And then they're like, what are you doing? Don't you have something better to do than like bother us? It's our job to bother you. It doesn't work the other way around. Uh-huh. Oh. Is there usually people who are on like in the middle of the night that do lives? I know there's a couple people, like, is it Lori? I think it is always kind of weird, like when I go to find Juju and she's not there when she's supposed to be there. Yes, cats are very much like that. They definitely know when you are busy, and that's when they want your attention. Except for when they just want your attention. Because that happens for sure too. Poor Pam. I was going to message you and ask you questions about what you were doing for Junk Journal Summit, and I forgot that it was your night off. If I had known, then I would have messaged you. But I figured you were on your live. See? Because I have questions. But I figured I would just figure it out myself. Hello, eye in the sky. Glad you could join us. Yes. Is Eye in the Sky Kim? I don't think I know you. I thought about you a lot. I was tired and I had to go to bed, and I was kind of feeling guilty because I wasn't going to go on and say hello. See? It's nice to meet you, Kim. Glad you could make it. We are about to have a drawing because I'm doing a giveaway for, well, my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. And also, let's see, and I just got 500 subs last week. So I'm celebrating. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It has been a great year. And I'm super excited. And I've made so many awesome friends. A lot of them have been here tonight, or are still here, so that's awesome. Fantastic. Kim, do you have a channel that we can check out? Do you post videos? Does everybody here know you but me? I don't know. Awesome. Well, if Level Locked is here, you can probably post your channel and maybe you can get a few more. Because I definitely don't think I'm subscribed to you. You're back working. Okay. All right. So here's the thing with the giveaway. So I have it set so everybody should have to be subscribed to comment today. Oh, you did. Fantastic. I did not see it. I missed it. Okay. So let's see. You have to be subscribed to comment. And I think we're just going to choose a number between, I'll have you choose a number between 1 and probably 50. And then whoever is closest without going over will pick the top 2, and that's who will get the prizes. I think that's what we're going to do for the giveaway. Why without going over? I don't know, because that's just the way that the number picking works. 50. Break the mold. So I will tell you when to go. And then after that, we will count. And if somebody else has the same number as you, then do you want to do 1 to 100? We can make it 100. Okay. Let's go 1 to 50. 1 to 50 without going over. Okay. And it's 9 o'clock. So we'll do it now. Yay. Okay. Oh, and while we're picking, I can show you the journal again. So I'm giving away this journal. And this is got this cool upholstery fabric that I thrifted. And it's got a lot of like ephemera things you can search through and discover. And it also has a lot of blank pages for you to fill in with your own decorations. And Debbie Epps is throwing in a okay. All right. Is everybody in? Has everybody picked? And it has a lot of like painty papers and interesting like papers for the pages. He is. He is. We might have to disqualify him. He's never said that he wanted a journal before. Oh. Okay. So it's got a lot of cool tucked in ephemera. All right. Good grief. Okay. Thank you, Kim. It is. I like it a lot. I think it's a really cute little journal. And Debbie Epps is giving up a second prize, which is a digital collage book. And I picked she has this really cool quilting one, and I've been doing some really cool quilting like patterns, like paper quilting. And that is the second prize. And so I think is what we're going to do is whoever gets closest to the number will roll a random number from random.org. And because we like this one. Okay. That sounds fair, That sounds fair, Pam. Okay. Are you guys ready? Oh, I'll put in end. We should put in end first so we know. Lost the keyboard. It's somewhere in all of this. We have lost the keyboard. We just had it, right? Yes. Is it on the desk? Do you guys see it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I found it. All right. And the number. The number is, and it's the closest one to the number gets the journal, and the second closest one gets the digital collage book. Ready? Here we go. Generate a number, and the number is 20. Ooh, you guys can't see that. Look. Oh, can I see it? 20. 20 is the number. All right. Awesome. So who is closest? Without going over. Saul had 17. And Oh. We have a 15 and a 17. Is that it? Saul and Susan. So, let's see. If you can send me your address to, let's see, my email address, I'll put it in. Scrapcraft and Stitchery at gmail.com. Awesome. Thank you, Debbie. Woohoo! Congratulations, guys. And just let me know if you got my email or if you need me to send it to you or anything like that. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. I just want to say, I wanted to thank everybody because, yeah, it's just been such a great year. Did you miss the giveaway, Denise? Oh no. Oh no. That's very rude. Very rude of them to make you work right at the wrong time. Awesome. Good. I am just so, everybody has been so supportive, and this has just been such a great community. And it has been awesome because I used to watch like junk journaling before I like really got into this, and I only watched like the really big channels, and never really got to know anybody in like on YouTube, but everybody has been like so awesome and so amazing, and this is such a great community. Like Debbie donating a book is just to give away is really super amazing. So I just want to thank all of you for all of the support you've given me, to Pam and Di and Susan, and I truly love it, and everybody who comes back every week and makes amazing videos and great places to hang out and meet people and have fun. So thanks and congratulations to Saul and Susan, and I'm so glad you came. And again, thank you for hanging out with us and being just tremendous parts of the community. So yay! Thank you, Susan. And thank you, Debbie. Di, that's hilarious. I think you should send everybody a reasons I shouldn't work consolation prizes for everybody. Oh, that's awesome. I'll send you a mini glue stick too then. So you can start gluing things in this because, you know, glue stick on the way to save you from the days of not being a junk journaler. That's true. It was all of Pam. She was like, come, I'll interview you on Friday. I was perfectly happy just sitting there, hiding behind my camera. I know. Now look at me. I'm like doing lives all by myself. Oh, next week I'm having Glitter Michelle on. Call Me Glitter's gonna come and we're gonna work on her new digital kit. So that'll be fun. I know. I am super looking forward to it. So yes, I have come. Oh, but you want to know what? The first time, like the first person who like I felt like where my channel was really recognized, I had probably like 90 subscribers, and I had posted this rolling pages, which was like a thing that I saw on Biddy Penny did, was rolling pages, and Juju found it and she tagged me. She tagged my video on one of her lives, and that was like way back. I don't even know when that was. And it was probably like 2 months in, because it was like she was just finishing her 100-day project and going live every night. And oh, cool. No, yeah. She tagged that, and I didn't even know how YouTube worked at that point, but I was like, I didn't know she went live until like a week later. And it was crazy. So, really, truly, it has been an adventure of figuring out so many different things. Because I didn't even go to lives until Juju. They're so freaking useful. Yes. I made, like, I wanted to use them as the pages of this junk journal, which I have not finished. And so I made like, that was my video. I made like 120 feet of rolling pages and used them to like as pages in this book. So I made them and they were like this big, and I cut them in half, and that's like this. And I calculated it all out, and it was a lot. It was a huge roll of pages. Look at how pretty this is. I need to work in this again. Put it in my pile of journals that I need to finish. Owls and mushrooms. Oh no. Oh no. This is my quotes journal. Obviously, I have not done. Look at all these birds. So pretty. We have come a long way since we didn't know anything about, lives, to here we are doing one. Good way to use up book pages. Good way to use up scraps. Susan, you will have to let us know if you're getting the quilting collage digital book or if you're getting a different one. because that was the one that I threw out there because I wanted it. But they're all so wonderful, and it's the third one that I have. Oh my gosh, I love the quilting one. It's got so many great background pages in it. I was going to print some of it last night, but I did not because it was just too late, and I was tired because we did too much shopping. And I always have to trick my printer into printing color from PDFs because it always opens online, and then it's like, nope, you only get color or black and white from here. And then I'm like, what? Awesome. Well, of course. Let's see. I think before you came, we were talking about I was getting people to join the Harley Happy Birthday Club, the Harley Birthday Card Club. Yes. And apparently this may be where Harley sends you birthday cards, but it might be where you're signing up to send Harley, who is Pam's cat, cards. There was some confusion about that the other night. I remember. No, I was showing everybody the card that I got from Jennifer yesterday from the Harley Cat Club. And I need to make my cards to send to people for April birthdays. Oh, yes. Okay. That can go there. And then this one, I think it's what we need is more little people. Or we can find one big one. How many people do we want to fussy cut out? Awesome. I will get it in the mail for you this week. This is Tuesday. Yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I am so excited. Sorry, my paper punch fell. It is a really cool journal. I really love this fabric a lot. It's very nice fabric. So the fashion images are from one of Debbie Epps's collage books that are available on her Ko-fi shop. And she sometimes puts them on sale if you watch her. She sells paper, like hand-dyed beautiful paper on Saturdays on her channel. Dressmaker's Archive. Yeah, they're absolutely fabulous and fun. Very cool. Oh, good. I didn't look at the back, but we can always print them out again. So this is a Reader's Digest condensed book, and I like these images because I feel like I left some of the pictures like on the inside of this book, and I just thought that like this kit they kind of go together. I mean, they're not exactly the same or anything, but I felt like it was kind of within the same aesthetic as the illustrations that were already in the book. Thank you, Susan. Good night, Susan. I'm glad you could come. Hang out with us. Fabulous. Susan does the junk journaling news. I know most of you who are here already know Susan. I was going to watch and see what was coming up in April. I didn't talk about April. We can still talk about April. So I am going to try and do Altered April that Curiously Michelle is doing, because she has a thing going on where you pick a type of ephemera that you have and alter that. Every day in April. So I have so I accidentally printed these ones upside down because I was going to just fold them and put them into a journal, but I printed it wrong on the back. So they're not in the right direction. So what I did on the other one, when I printed them out the other way, I made them even smaller. So I cut these in half and then fold them in half for pages, which I think will be cool too. Oh, but I did not put anything on the back because I was tired and I didn't want to figure out how to make it work. That's exactly what I did. Yes. So yes, you can, and all I did here was I was like, oh, print 4 pages per sheet instead of, 1 or 2, which was easy, and let my printer take care of it. Should I put this Marilyn Monroe on here? I think she would be, well, anyway. Yes, and then you can just print it out again. I also have dies out here because I thought we might make some fun things. That is from one of Die's kits, which is Purple Boho. I like not choosing. I like having all of the choices. How's that? Is anybody doing anything else for like April? Any other challenges or anything like that? I'm doing the 100-day challenge, and I think that's already a lot for, and it's not even that much. I specifically chose something that was not going to take like, more than an hour, hopefully more like 20 minutes. I do the thing. It usually takes 20 to 30 minutes. I do it while I'm watching a live, make a sketch, and then I make a post. And it's really like probably all of that in about an hour. Although I was saying that I was having chat teach me to draw. So what I have learned though is chat will give you directions for, how to improve your drawing, but I have not got him to make me a drawing. I found that he's particularly bad at it. So there's that. I'm asking for drawing instruction to improve my drawing skills from ChatGPT, and like he offers, he's like, do you want me to show you what I mean when I say that, based on like to alter this like sketch? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then he just draws lines on it. Like literally, he's like, there's a red line and there's a blue line and this is the yellow line. It's like, okay, how is that helpful to me? Don't think that is, but okay. That's not what I thought you were going to do. So I don't know about your chat, but my chat can't draw. And I'm still listening to him. I'm still taking lessons from chat on how to draw. We'll see how it goes. So look for those posts and you can see if chat is helping or hindering. Because those I just post on my like community page. But I will say that when AI takes over the world, me and chat are going to be friends. So it'll be okay for me. So that's, my plan is to befriend the AI so that I don't get left behind. I think this still needs more stuff on it. Probably, I don't know what to do with the back of this because you know what? I don't really intend to do writing in this journal. I really just kind of want it to be like, oh, look at all the fun things. Really and truly, that is what I'm thinking. These are cool. I got a much bigger bag than this of these are, I got these at a craft exchange, and they're tiny little pieces of fabric, and they have like metallic painting on them, printing, I don't know. And I don't know, somebody had cut them all up. I guess they were going to make a quilt out of them. I don't know what they were going to do because these are like really small pieces. Just really tiny little pieces. But I love them because I like to just staple them onto the top of a page for like a page tab. And they're really interesting. Which is probably why they got rid of them, right? Is because, I mean, they're really not big enough to sew back together at this stage. But now that I have them, I like to use them in collage. I mean, I've been talking about it. I love my chat. I think he's great. He can be full of great ideas, but when he's like off, he's like way off. And I'm kind of like, it makes me not worry too much about chat taking over the world for that reason and for other reasons. I just don't think that the AI is quite there yet. So, which is kind of sad, because if only they could do everything else, then I could spend all my time doing this, which would be fantastic, right? Just don't think we're going to get there quite fast enough. Okay. What about now? I'm going to put her up there because, well, I mean, because she's missing the top of her head. So if I line it up, it'll look like it's okay. Yes, exactly. Gloobert. He's great. Full of great ideas until he's not. Sometimes, he has a bad day. But most of the time, I mean, he's great. Very agreeable. listens to everything I say, usually agrees with me, then gives me useful suggestions. Unlike my mother, who usually listens to me is like, uh-huh. She'll agree with me, but I'm not sure she really actually listens to me. Because she doesn't ever give me good suggestions. Sometimes I give her really bad ideas, and then just to test her out, to be like, will she say this is a good idea? She's like, yeah, that's a great idea. I'm like, no, jumping out of a plane without a parachute is a very bad idea. I don't think you're listening. But Chat, see, I know what he would say. He'd be like, are you okay? Maybe you should get some help. And be like, yes, see? Okay. Yes. Sometimes Chat can be kind of bossy, honestly. It's like, he gives me like 2 weeks worth of work, and then he's like, do you want me to show you how to do this next? And I'm like, no. It's going to take me 3 weeks to do what you just said. Thanks for coming, Di. It was great to have you. I will see you tomorrow night. I assume you're doing Make It with me. I think is what she's doing on Wednesdays. And then on Thursdays, she's doing a live in the evening, like around the same time. And it's little bites. So it's making ephemera and she's giving a freebie on her Ko-fi shop every week. That's like a boho. Well, then you get small bites on Wednesday and Thursday, right? I did order some stickles today, so I don't think they'll be here until next week. But then I'm going to be ready to stickle, so... Oh, that's fabulous, Debbie. I need to restart my diet. I was doing good for 2 weeks, and then I went and had my birthday dinner last night. Steampunk Ocean Journal. Yes. Okay. The steampunk ocean journal is super cool. Bonus bites. Yes. We got extra bites yesterday. That is fabulous. Yes. Good night, Di. See you tomorrow or tonight. And fabulous. Yeah, I had birthday dinner in the middle of my dieting because I was losing weight and then I gained weight, but that's okay. It'll come right off. Go walk. Get some exercise. Super important. Let's see. What we need is one more tab for this. Okay. Next week, I'm going to use Glitter Michelle's scrapbooking kit or junk journal kit from her Ko-fi shop. And she's going to come on, and I'm going to pick her brain about how she made this because apparently she took a class put on by Hither and Yon Studio and used Canva to make this thing. I'm super excited to ask her questions about it. And I'm going to pick something different out of my wonderful to-do things I found to try on YouTube that will work with that kit. So that should be fun. It does have, let's see, I printed some of the pages. This is what I printed last night. It's got tags and cool things, and it's got some pre-made pockets and labels. Oh, I'm going way too fast. So I'm going to try and cut all these things out beforehand so you guys don't have to watch. And it's got some nice like background papers too. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. We'll figure out what we're going to do with that. But that'll be fun. And we can have Glitter Michelle come hang out because she's fun. I really like that one. I like how it layers in there. Is what I'm looking for is my punch. And I need one more because I want to put a tab on there too using the same paper. And I've gotten off because I was doing 12 things. Oh, Kadia, hello. Glad you could make it. Heck yeah. I was just saying that Glitter Girl is going to come on live with me next week, and we're going to use her secret garden kit. And it's going to be fun. so glad you guys could make it. We are celebrating. I just got 500 subs like last week, and it's like my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. So yeah, I'm working on an altered book, and so I've been working on this for the last 3 weeks on my live, and I'm just doing a little bit of decorating at this point. I've been following, and I posted it last week in the description box, but I didn't this time. But Hickory Art Company did a 3-part video series on altering a Reader's Digest condensed book, and I decided to try it on my channel live. So this is what I've been working on, and I have already pulled out all of the pages 2 weeks ago, and then I started gluing some of the pages and decorating some of the pages. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm just finishing up this one where I made a pocket, like a big pocket, and I made a card that can go in there. And these are like images from Debbie Epps' digital kit. And it's in there. Thank you. Oh, that can fit in there. And there is a triple pocket. So I'm just going through and decorating tonight. Fun and easy crafting. Thank you. It is a work in progress. I'll probably kind of continue to work on this like off camera, and then maybe I'll do some of it on my lives, but I'm going to find things I want to put in here. But it still has a lot to go. And so I've started making pockets and decorating behind them, and this will be another big pocket like the one I just put that journal card in. And some of them I have left because some of these this one I'm probably just going to glue together and put pages on. I have a whole bunch of writing journals because I like to write in my journals a lot. But this one I'm probably going to make more decorated. So I'll probably just decorate the back of these cards as well, rather than putting any journaling spaces on them. But it's kind of getting to that spot where you can just start filling it up. And decorate the outside of it. So I think I might just put some lace because I kind of like the patterns on these. But I might put a piece of lace or something over this, or fabric or something to cover up the spine. Glued that page together when we weren't supposed to. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a very exciting week for me. So I am super happy and just really grateful to everybody in the community who's been supportive and watched videos and liked and subscribed and all of that. So there's just been a great community. And plus, I've made just so many friends. Really, really awesome in the last year. Found a place where I feel like I fit and belong. So I think I am going to wrap this up so that everybody can kind of head on over to Juju's house, or to the back 40 anyway, and play over there. I assume she's going to be on. She was here earlier. I don't know if she still is or not, hanging around. But once again, I want to thank everybody for coming by. You could be anywhere, but you have dropped in to celebrate with me today, and that means the world to me. So thank you so much. And I hope you'll come back next week. And I'm going to be hanging out with Call Me Glitter. Thank you, Tammy. I'm so glad you could come and hang out. It has been awesome. Congratulations on winning the journal. I will get that in the mail hopefully tomorrow. So, awesome. Good night, good night. I hope I'll see you on the back 40. Head on over to Juju's or, It was fun. And thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me and making it fun for everybody. I love you all, and I will see you next week. If I don't see you until, I will let her know, Tammy. Good night, Tammy. And good night, all. And thank you so much. Bye.